Hello, and welcome to the first xBase v12 demonstration video. This video is intended to give you a basic overview and run-through of our base solution. I will only be covering the basic features and functionality in order to keep the video short and sweet. After using your login credentials, you will be defaulted to the dashboard, which is seen here. It's here where we'll take a brief look at what's available on the dashboard. We'll start here with current activities. This is a list of what you've recently done or are currently doing. You can place the mouse over any of your activities on the dashboard to get more details on that activity. The activities are broken down by due date, and you'll also notice that they are color-coded to indicate the importance level. Default is normal, blue indicates low importance, and salmon indicates high importance activity. Over here you'll see the upcoming activities. These are the activities that are scheduled or due on a future date. Like the current activities, you can mouse over each activity to view the details, and they are also color-coded by their importance level. The third column are your objectives. Here you'll see both your current objectives and your upcoming objectives. Just like your activities, you can mouse over your objectives for more details and determine each objective's importance level by its color. Now we're going to move over here to the docent. The docent is your personal navigation assistant. It helps you easily navigate through your solution and allows for quick capturing and retrieval of data. The docent rapidly increases the user's ability to accurately use your solution. In previous versions of xBase, you had to navigate through the top menu to move around and access the screens of your solution. Here in v12, you can simply just use the docent to get where you need to go faster without having to remember where to go in the top menu. We're going to find a particular contact in the contact screen using the docent. I'm simply going to click on Contacts on the docent, and it will prompt me to search for the contact. I am looking for Dawn Budgie, so I am simply going to type in Dawn and hit Enter. Here the solution will bring me to the contact that matches my search criteria. The more specificity that you give when searching, the narrower your search results will be. Now we're going to stay in the Details tab here and view the attributes for this contact record. Here I have the name and nickname information, gender, marital status, language, employer. Here we've selected to put in a picture, a photo of Dawn Budgie. You can store phone numbers, addresses, emails, fax numbers, websites. You can put notes in, select a category or multiple categories for the contact, and select your preferred contact method. Now we're going to go over to the Relationships tab here. This will show any and all contact relationships with Dawn Budgie. Here we're simply looking at her employer information. So now we've looked at the very basic attributes of a contact, so we're going to look at something else now. By clicking on Show All, I'm now viewing all contact records. As you can see, xBase is portable. That means you'll always see the list view at the top of the layout and the details on the bottom. Now we're going to go find Dawn Budgie again, but this time we're going to use a different type of search. What you're seeing here are the navigation arrows. They'll help you navigate to the next record, a previous record, or just move up and down in a list view. I know I just recently added Dawn Budgie, so she'll be towards the bottom of the list. I use the navigation arrows to go directly to the bottom. We'll select Dawn Budgie's record again. And since I know I'll be working with Dawn Budgie a lot in the next few weeks, we'll want to save time searching for her. Conveniently, xBase v12 has a bookmark feature. If you bookmark a record, it's stored on your docent for quicker navigation. Bookmarking a record is as easy as clicking the bookmark button. Now we're going to go back home to the docent and take a look at the bookmark. By clicking on the Bookmarks tab, I can see Don Budgie's record. It will stay here as long as it's bookmarked. You can keep a bookmark as long as you need it, and you can have as many bookmarks as you like. Bookmarks make navigating to commonly used records quick and easy. By clicking on Don Budgie's bookmark, you can see that we're already back to her contact record, and it was as simple as a few clicks. Now we're going to take a look at another cool feature on the docent called the scratch pad. I'm going to click on the scratch pad here. Now while I'm on my dashboard, Don Budgie calls again. I'm not sure what this call will turn into, so I'm simply going to take some notes on my scratch pad that we're talking about products. We're just going to make up some information here. After the call, it becomes clear to me that the phone call needs to go into the activities under Don Budgie. And it's also clear that these notes need to be part of that activity. What I'm going to do is highlight the notes, click on my X menu gear here, and you see that I can add the highlighted text to a new activity. This is going to bring up a new window so that I can add a new activity based on the notes from my scratch pad. I'd like to make this a telephone call. And let's just say that it lasted 15 minutes. Here, I want to relate this activity and phone call to Don Budgie, because that's who I was talking to. Notice that because Don Budgie is already a contact, her phone number will already appear here. I want to change this to inbound because I do want this to be accurate. And it defaults to busy. Some extra things that you can see here is that you can prioritize the activity, like what you've seen on the dashboard, and you can also choose to be reminded about an activity. I'd also like to show you that I am automatically assigned as an assignee because I created this activity. I'm going to go ahead and add in a category, and let's make this sales. For an activity subject, let's say that Don wants a product catalog. Now I'm going to click OK. I have added an activity. Now it's asking me here, would you like to remove the selected text from your scratch pad? I prefer to do that so that I don't get any of the wrong information into a new activity that I add when using the scratch pad. So I always select yes there. What's really special about our activities is they do not automatically close out. The user is required to mark the activity as complete to ensure that no processes within the workflow falls through the cracks. It's a very, very effective management by exception strategy. Now I'm defaulted back to the dashboard where I can see the new activity that I have just created for Don Budgie's record. If I look right here, I can see the telephone call that Don wants a product catalog. While on the dashboard, I'm going to go over here to Objectives, and I'm going to click on this X menu gear. And what I want to do is add an objective. And let's just give this a due date of, let's say we'll give it a little more than 2 full business days, and let's just randomly pick a time of 4 p.m. I'm going to leave this at a normal importance. And here as an assignee, I'm going to assign this to someone else. I need another person to assist me with this. This is for Dawn. And the category is sales. Send a product catalog. Here we can select the type of objective. In this case, it would be an action. and in this case the default is correct. It hasn't been started yet. So what I've done is assigned out to Jason Sanders to send a product catalog to Dawn Budgie. Since Dawn is already a contact, Jason will have all of her information and he'll have everything he needs to do to make this happen. I'm going to add a couple of notes here for Jason, who's going to be sending out the catalog. And let's say that Dawn is interested in our new promotional items. I'm going to click OK, and again it defaults me back to my dashboard. Now I can see the objective that I assigned to Jason right here. On Jason's dashboard, the objective will appear under his objectives list. This functionality allows you to delegate from the solution without having to make any phone calls, send an email, type an instant message. So when Jason views this objective, he'll be able to see that I've assigned it to him, and he'll be able to see the notes that I've left him that are relevant to this objective. That concludes the xBase v12 demonstration video. We've covered the basic functionality of our base solution. Rest your eyes, grab a cup of coffee, and please come back to watch the second demonstration video where I will capture some more details on xBase v12. Thank you so much for watching.